It's it's gonna be a little weird for me today because I'm still up from yesterday, so my ass is tired. And I don't ever get any fucking sleep around here because if it's not one thing, it's a motherfucking another. This week, this time, today, what's keeping me awake is the bullshit going on across the way here. As you can see, they took the porches off, barricaded the windows. Um, and then before it was that, it was the fucking playground. And then before it was that, it was the people under us. And it's like this mental fucking game that I guess is, you can call it, it's not a game. You hear that shit? It's always fucking motherfucking something around here, dude. And it's been that way every single fucking week since we moved in.
Oh yeah, a billion. Imagine Michael Cole was a billionaire. Were you gonna be a sports guy ever? Well, I'll tell you what, if I was a billionaire, you wouldn't see me having 4-hour delays, so I couldn't go out for dinner with you guys. I guarantee you that. I had my own jet. Michael Cole, 27 years in the WWE. You guys only missed 3 shows. Okay? Yes. 3 shows I've been assigned to. I want to make that clear. Like, I don't show up to SmackDown every Friday night. Free Michael Hayes actually does. Yes. So he's the guy that deserves that type of credit. But you've missed 3 shows. Yeah, that I've been assigned on your schedule. Commercial traffic. Yeah. How many miles do you have with these people? 3 million United, 3 million American, 2 million Delta. Holy shit. What is a major? I was doing. Yeah, and my wife flies under the same criteria, so you don't see. There are perks. Don't get me wrong. Commercial travel, there are some perks, but it's just getting worse lately. I had a flight canceled to go to Scotland, like in a hub of Chicago. How do they cancel an international flight when you're in a hub city? Well, all they have to do is drive another airplane and put it at the gate. Okay, so it's not one of this. Because there's lunch.
Alright, so as the title says, obviously Scottie Barnes signed a 5-year extension with the Raptors. He's going to be there for a while. The title of that video just kind of came because I'm watching the Pat McAfee show right now. I don't give a fuck about the Raptors like that.
And it's across the board. It's not just
but
one particular airline. It's everywhere.
Everybody getting their money up. I'm happy for that.
I think it's just a plethora of things. I think
but
the schedules.
This was yesterday.
I think, like for instance, yesterday something happened to the schedule early on. So the plane that I was going to fly from Atlanta to Indianapolis was supposed to take off at 4:15, but they pushed it an hour because the flight was going to come in, instead of coming in from Nashville, it was coming in from Memphis. It was leaving an hour later. They just screw around with their schedules. They don't care. The airlines don't care. You've already paid. They're sold out. Every single flight is sold out. They don't give a shit. They don't. They're just going to say, well, this moron's going to get to work, so we're going to put him on a plane 3 hours from now. They don't care. They really don't give a shit. And it's terrible, especially for people that, might travel once every 6 months because they're going on vacation with the family or whatever. I feel bad for those people because they're stuck back in economy, in the back row by the... Preparing, so they prepared for this forever. Exactly. Yeah. Forever. Pump for it. Okay, so work off, this whole thing, and then all of a sudden, actually 2 days later now, because we got this. Well, luckily, if I'm delayed, I can go sit in the United Club or whatnot. Of course. Have a drink and watch. Nice. He's a high society here. Now,
Michael Cole is the man, brother.
Oh, at least. Okay, that's like 320 times around the earth. Okay, you've traveled in 27 years. That's absurd. I think you're the right person in the wrestling business, and obviously there's musicians. Do they tour all year round? I don't know. You've been on tour for 27 years. Yeah, 52 weeks a year. We don't do repeats, as you know. He's been on tour for 27 years. That's pretty much. So he used to fly middle seat for like 20 years. 20. When I learned that he was flying, I'm like, let's have a conversation. Please. You're on the aisle or the window. 20 years into this thing. You can't be flying at B or E. That cannot be. He's like literally just this little hobbit. Just bouncing around back and forth. You're phenomenal. Your work ethic and The worst part about coaches, you got to pay for the booze. That's the worst part. No, you don't.
Joining us now is a man who hasn't had to pay for booze for the last at least 3-4 weeks, as he has been traveling back and forth from Florida to Edmonton and then all the other towns. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, from
Oh, no, we're good. We're good. What's up?
312 times from the Eagles. This guy's trying to tell me all this stuff very soon. And also, we got a big time game 7 against somebody trying to voice it. We all know selling the great game of hockey as it should be, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, also last night, Florida won the Stanley Cup for the first time, which is crazy.
The Detroit Red Wings losing both of these. The Detroit Red Wings lost, obviously, could have gone anyway. Did the Edmonton Oilers feel that? And what do you think it was that the Edmonton Oilers did to get to this point to force a game 7?
Well, if I'm on the Edmonton Oilers, I'd be all smiles as well. First of all, you came back from being down 3-0 when the whole world thought you were done and out. And now you have a chance at a game 7. Is it too early or everybody inside? Freeze on guys, it's crazy wind, crazy tan I'm getting. But you guys just hang on.
It's crazy tan.
And however long this bullshit's gonna take,
Is that better? Yeah.
a few days, a couple weeks.
No, by letter block. No sunscreen. No sunscreen, boys. No sunscreen.
Every day of my life is gonna be disturbed for the next couple days.
I mean, you're going into game 7.
And again, if this was like a one-time thing, like if it just happened like once, I wouldn't bitch about it and I'd be like, whatever, fucking big deal, whatever. The fact that like it's literally been fucking something every week that since we moved in here, whether it be shitty neighbors, construction. That's really the main two, but that shit spread out for a fucking span of 2 years. Oh, shout out Panda Plays tapping in for the video. What's up, my boy or girl, I guess too. I don't really care about the Stanley Cup. I want to hear more about hear Michael Cole talk a little more.
Thing that both Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux have never done. And that's that last end. The difference. Even if he's still breathing, I'm not counting him out because I
think that was it. Yeah, it seemed to be a short run with Michael Cole. Not really.
You fucking bring the whole
But
out there.
I'm really,
Okay, I don't care. They got karaoke.
to be fair, I love how they're incorporating everything. Like, like stuff that's happening on WWE is like translating into the real world. As far as like the shit with the Wyatt Six, like on the Pat McAfee show, there was like a couple frames that popped up, like sketchy frames. This. Oh. It's hot as fucking hell out here, dude. I know that sounds stupid right now. It's the exhaustion and excitement and sadness and everything in between kind of mixed together. Just day by day. not mad. I'm not mad at the dude, like at the guys, man. Like everybody got a job and everybody's got to work and whatever, and they're just doing their job. So I'm not mad at them, nor upset at them in any way. Okay, not too much is going on. But again, I don't have any ill will against none of that. It's just bothersome, man, because you move in somewhere and you want to have peace, quiet. But imagine you're like in the middle of Los Santos, right? GTA. You come out of the Maze Bank Tower, and just right down the boulevard a little bit. You go, you go, you go, you go. Um, then you go down the boulevard. What the fuck? Oh yeah. So it was about the constant chaos. So you walk out, you're on the Maze Bank Tower, or anywhere in Los Santos. In the middle of the city, you can hear one of five things always: birds, construction, NPCs doing some bullshit, cars, and gunfire. Thankfully, I don't have to hear the fucking gunfire, like IRL. But everything else, also, I want to just put this in there as the title of the video. Scottie Barnes signed the extension with the Toronto Raptors for 5 million, or 5 years, excuse me, 200 something million. Can we all agree that oh, you feel sorry for me? Why is that? You shouldn't feel sorry for me. That's it's just life, man. It's just the way it is. And I'm sorry, my brain's all over the place like it always is, but I'm just trying to wrap my head around someone dribbling a basketball around. And this goes for other sports too. Like, even in the WWE, there's like a few people that are paid millions of dollars. And it's to wrap your head around one person getting paid like all of that. Just now that I wonder if a lot of people feel that. Ow. If a lot of people feel that way toward me. If that's why they fuck with me, because they feel sorry for me. That's actually something I'm going to think about for a little while. They're like, oh, the fucking retarded boy's here. Like, he's a clown, but he's a funny clown, so we'll keep him around. And all of that means nothing because in a few years, I may not be making millions. Or maybe I will. Maybe I'll be making more than millions. The money's not important. Because what is important is where I know I'm going. Where I know my life is going and where like everything is in the direction to go. I just have to keep it. And it was things like I was bitching about earlier, like with the construction and stuff. Like it's, I don't really at this stage of my life now. I really feel like I'm just dealing with a bunch of bullshit to like get me ready for a top tier level of bullshit. Because the longer I like encompass myself with like professional wrestling and being a part of that, like being in the crowd and just all these moments that have kind of really been weird as fuck, like collectively, uh, I don't, meeting when I was like a block away from my house, not literally, but a couple blocks down the road, there's this chicken joint I used to work at. And even before I worked at this chicken joint, February of 2023, there was a midget wrestling show there. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go. So I went, right? I met, and, and let me pause before I go any further and just fucking, we're gonna go back inside because I can't focus with this damn. If you ever move to Florida, don't move to the metropolitan area, the city. It's gonna be like this everywhere, always, every day. Because it's not just here. Like I'll go, they're working on shit downtown and shit too. So, and my autistic ass has a problem with like certain sounds and like the pitches and shit. Also, I'm gonna I'm gonna flap my gums a little bit about the new Grand Theft Auto 5 update. Um, that was part of why. What's he barking at? So now we get to the meat and bones of it. Toronto Raptors All-Star guard Scottie Barnes intends to sign a 5-year maximum rookie extension that could be worth up to $270 million. He will be the highest paid player in franchise history. That's bonkers. Okay. What I started to say before distracted myself. Five years to throw a basketball around. And let me say this, I'm not trying to discredit the sport of basketball. They are phenomenal athletes. It takes a lot mentally and physically to be able to do that. I respect that. I acknowledge that. But to be paid $270 million to do it, dog. All I'm saying is, if I knew I could have gotten paid that much money for fucking playing sports when I was a kid, playing, like, doing that bullshit in school, if I would have, like, well, my life could have went a completely different way. That's wild to think about. Anyway, what I was gonna say before, the new content for Grand Theft Auto 5. I definitely want to talk about that for a second. Actually, Pat McAfee and I are going to share an entertainment space one day in the future. When, where, how, and why are the unknowns. Like in that episode of the Boondocks, there are knowns and there are known unknowns. And okay.
Yeah, fully guaranteed. This is fully guaranteed. This is a lot different than these NBA guys signing these deals though that are just absolutely absurd. Heard of Scottie Barnes before, so this is a different story. But there'll be somebody that'll come out this offseason in the NBA, and I think end of June is a big time because a lot of guys either opt in or opt out of their contracts, and then shit goes wild, brother. I mean, that's kind of how it goes. If players are staying with their own teams, they can negotiate right now, so we'll hear more of those numbers. But some of these paychecks that some of these NBA guys that I've never fucking heard of in my life. I don't know how many tickets they sell. I don't know how much merch they move. I don't know how many beers people are buying. I don't know how many points they're putting. But some, not Scottie Barnes, some of these guys averaging like 4 points, 10 rebounds, or 9 rebounds.
Like, because Pat McAfee is literally me in like a celebrity body. Just a stooge. Just a, Have fun, clown.
I wouldn't say he's like a massive superstar, obviously, but he's very good. He fulfills his role. They're talking about him making $30-some million with his a year with his next contract. Like it's the expectation. It kind of begs the question. Like if you're an elite.
Oops. Wait, what happened?
It's not like choosing football or basketball. It's like football kind of told him, you know, hey, you're going to go play basketball.
Sure, you're a basketball guy.
There's been so many stories. Austin Rivers was the first one. And then I heard Memphis guy, former Memphis Grizzly.
Dylan Brooks?
No.
I know Charles Barkley. He had a similar story with football.
Who's the bigger guy? Lefty.
Oh, Zach
Zebo?
I think he told a story about how football, something happened, and he was like, I'm gonna fight like this is not how I'm gonna go play basketball, where football practice like creates basketball players for some cases, but also some guys I think know that they're gonna be like 6'10".
Yeah.
And if you're 6'10" athletic and you're not working on your threes, or if your parents are both over 6 foot tall or 6'4", and you have a chance to go to the NBA with the prices that they are getting paid right now, and you don't put up 1,000 shots a day, I think you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
That's like whenever you go to a club and you see a 7 foot tall bouncer and you ask, did you play professional basketball? They say, no, you watched their work ethic.
Yeah.
You're 7 foot tall. All you had to do back in the day as 7 foot tall was just literally get from one end of the court to the other and just stand there.
That's right.
So if you're tall or have a chance of being tall, boy, you need to get in on what the NBA is cooking right now.
Oh, yeah.
Money is huge. If you can shoot, which it seems like it's going, what's Wemby going to make?
Oh my God. 400.
What is Wemby going to make?
He'll get billionaire before he's 30. Yeah.
He'll legitimately by the time he's 28 be a billionaire.
Good for that. Hey, good for you, NBA. Good for you, NBA. Life is good. Cole, that's your contract, right? That's what you signed with the WWE?
Oh, yeah, $1 billion.
Nice job.
Can you imagine Michael Cole is a billionaire?
Yeah.
Were you going to be a sports guy ever? Or
Well, I'll
no?
tell you what, if I was a billionaire, you wouldn't see me having 4-hour delay, so I couldn't go out for dinner with you. I guarantee you that. I had my own jet.
Michael Cole, 27 years in the WWE, has only missed 3 shows. Okay?
3
Yes.
shows I've been assigned to.
Hi, to take American shot. First, you need to dress for success and make sure
Oh.
you bring the right equipment and ignite the fairways.
So that new DLC,
Jiminy Cricket,
for
you don't
Grand
have a
Theft
glove in
Auto.
your hand.
We had some
It's nice, man. It's
Lot of blessings piling out that I ain't even wish for. Another one for y'all. I'm locking the fridge door. Crib cutting hits. I ran through the catalog, came to conclusion no one's touching it. Just finished the major orange. I'm at home. I'm selfish with the goals. I can give a fuck who try and get along. 6'3", you can't look me in the eyes.
Welcome the incomparable Pat McAfee.
As soon as we get backstage, I see Serena Williams like 6 feet from me. I'm like, oh my God. Hello, hello, hello. You look fantastic. Massive room. Did not expect to see this many incredibly important humans to the media world. And then all of a sudden, guess who pops by? Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest, how are you? Congratulations.
Holy shit, Ryan Seacrest is here.
Honestly, your work ethic is something that we thank you. Like we really admire.
Why am I here? Great question. Sweet cowboy hat. How you doing, dude? Makes me look thinner. The Kardashians?
Bullshit.
Come out of the elevator? My show, my guys and I will be joining the ESPN universe. We are so incredibly pumped, honored, and thankful to be doing that. And a lot of people are wondering, why would you ever want to do that when you run a couple $100 million value company with full independence and the ability to kind of do whatever I want, whenever I want, with my crew that is one of the hardest working group of men on this earth. And it's because I had the incredible opportunity over the last 2 months to chit chat with the leadership at ESPN. I go up to a lounge, Alex Honnold, you know the guy that was climbing?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that's that guy who just hangs off the side of the cliff. And I think the future of sports media is certainly something that we're kind of creeping in on. Digital has become an influence. It has the structure. It has the ability to reach millions and which on stage, which it was.
Gets a Shirley Temple.
He comes. No, he got wine.
Oh, wow.
The future obviously says that linear television is going to be dead. ESPN, the channel, won't be able to exist. But when is that? Is that a year from now? 10 years from now? 20 years from now? Can we get 25, maybe 30, 35, 40? By that time, I'm 65, 70 years old, and I've completely missed out on the powerhouse that is ESPN linear. So when I was talking to Jimmy and Bert Magnus and the Bob father, Bob Iger, somehow got a chance to be in his office for an hour and a half in Burbank. That was bananas. He's now talking, I think, to the leader of France. Dumbest life of all time continues. But they all very much understood that we need to embrace both what tomorrow is and what today is. And I have the exact same vision. Then Joe Buck, Troy Aikman come walking in. I'm very thankful to announce that we'll be on ESPN, ESPN Plus, the ESPN app, and for the first time, I do believe in all of sports media, we'll be live on ESPN's YouTube at the exact same time. Jimmy, Bert, Bob understood that 98% of male Gen Zers use YouTube on a daily basis. So being live there and on ESPN, we should be able to reach the entire world. Hopefully, if I don't fuck it up, which I might have just did by saying the F word in this room right here.
You met not Michael B. Jordan, not the actor, not the clone.
He is in Disney movies. The clones look exactly the same as real people.
That's the actual clone type. It is an incredibly special time for me. It's my first time out of my house in 2 weeks. My wife and I actually, boom, first baby. She just started farting 2 days ago. Real deal. That was a game changer. But my wife, my baby, my guys, and everybody that I know are honored to be a part of the ESPN family, and we hope that we'll be able to work with all of you. Cheers, and have an incredible day.
Good, man. How you doing? You good? Keep running the world.
Hey, no, that's you, dude. That's you. That's you. Trip to New York, I think, was a success. The upfront was hilarious. I had no idea that room was going to be that big. This is awesome. Isn't it? That was the most suits I've ever seen in my entire life. We're pumped to join the family, and I am very grateful that they're going to let us do it our way. And I said, fuck it, it did the upfront. All right. The next chapter begins. Ain't that right, Mickey?
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Reputations are earned. They're built with hard work, time, and consistency. They're respected and trusted. Traveler whiskey, the result of reputation.
Obviously, I'm a WWE fan, so I know like the international crowds are awesome. The European.
I can probably still hear the bullshit.
The guy's the big personality in front of the camera, but I guess I want to know who in the hell is Braden Ray? Because I ain't seen a trace of him. The first thing we're looking for in a WWE recruit is humility. I just don't think that Braden has that. I guess I'm just wondering, is there any likability to this guy? But the one thing I also had to say about you, what's it say? Yeah.
Man, that would be ultimate bummer. I feel like they changed the name of that video.
Are you? How have you been since
Loss.
loss?
Not very well. 657 hours is what I have in Grand Theft Auto 5. That's a mind-boggling number. I mean, because obviously I can't do the quick maths off the top of my head like that.